Governor Newsom and the state of California is now pushing back against President Trump's tariffs. The state filing a lawsuit against the Trump administration, hoping to stop sweeping tariffs that have sparked a global trade war.
Fox 11's Susan Hirsunis here to break it all down for us.
Governor Newsom insists of all the states, California will be hurt the most by the Trump tariffs. Today, in an almond orchard in the San Joaquin Valley, the governor made his case to sue the Trump administration, and Attorney General Rob Bonta explained why the president's tariffs are patently illegal.
Almonds you see around us, export dependent. Pistachios, export dependent. Dairy, export dependent. In fact, 43% of almonds and pistachios and dairy are export dependent in the state of California.
The reality is the U.S. Constitution gives Congress the power of the purse. It's Congress's responsibility to set and collect taxes, duties, and excises, including, yes, tariffs, not the president's.
The White House put out a statement saying, quote, the entire Trump administration remains committed to addressing this national emergency that's decimating America's industries and leaving our workers behind with every tool at our disposal, from tariffs to negotiations. Now, before Newsom and Bonta announced the lawsuit, Christine Gemberly told her story as a second-generation almond grower. Mexico, Canada, and China are major buyers of her almonds, and you'll hear more from her on the Fox 11 News at 6. Christine?
They're basically saying it's not a real national emergency. You're kind
Correct.
of making this all up, and if it's not a real national emergency, you have no right to do these tariffs.
You cannot use this act to impose these tariffs. That's exactly right. That's what Bonta is saying.
And Trump says it is, and I'm the president, I get to determine it. So once again, we'll go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, he's already aiming for the Supreme Court. Governor Newsom has said that there were a couple of cases that were brought during the Obama administration and the Biden administration, and in both cases, the Supreme Court ruled against using that act for those cases. So he says it's a lock. Governor Newsom says it's a lock if it goes before the Supreme Court.
Not in a Supreme Court with that many conservative justices. I don't know. We'll
Correct.
see. All right, Susan. Good stuff. Thank you. Now there's a ripple effect from some of these tariffs that Susan's been talking about. They're known for their ultra-low prices, but now Chinese e-commerce rivals Temu and Shein are about to get pricier. The sites say they plan to raise prices for U.S. customers starting next week. The two companies posted nearly identical statements online about the hikes. By the way, both companies also heavily advertise on platforms like TikTok and Instagram, but have also slashed spending on that in recent weeks.
My thought was that was just a matter of time for them to raise their prices.